Alright, that was a shocker indeed, and now it's time for another important race. That's right, race number 1 will be another rematch from last year's tag team title, featuring Vince Stacey and Grant Murray versus Don Reigns and Luke Green. This time last year, Don and Luke had locked up the number 1 all year long, but Vince and Grant spoiled the party at the very end to take away that number 1 spot in the 2018 playoffs. Of course, they went on to beat Don and Luke again in the tag team title main event to become tag team champions. But maybe this will be the Don Reigns and Luke Green will have the number 1 seed, trying to get back into the playoffs so that they can have a second chance of winning the tag team championship for 2019. So if they win tonight, they'll have the number 1 seed, because Ralph Dance, Peter Falls had a chance of locking this year, but they lost to Janice and Frank Fontana earlier. So a win by Don Reigns and Luke Green will clinch the number 1 seed this year. And still to come in our main event, Garrett Deaton and Evan Kingston look to do it again for another exciting tag team on the month odds to close out the season. But first, let's find out if Don Reigns and Luke Green will have the number 1 seed this season. Everyone is on ground, so without further ado, let's have a challenge! Alright, so let's see if Don Reigns and Luke Green can capture the number 1 seed this year. They only had number 2 seed last year, but this time they're going all the way towards the number 1 seed so that they can have another chance of becoming the tag team champions for 2019. They are facing Vince Stacey and Grant Murray again in a rematch of last year's tag team title. This is the 3rd time this season, 3rd and final part of our regular season series for these 2 teams this year. And right now it is Vince Stacey who will have full control of this match for the defending champions with Grant Murray. Looks like Vince Stacey has control of this match, but how long will this lead will last? We'll find out soon enough. As the first superstar gets beat first is number 2. That's the second race in a row, and then number 2 has won the opening toss. And right now Grant Murray is getting left behind in the competition. He is expecting to take the water. I don't think he'll be able to take a shortcut. He's just going to take the water. As Don Reigns trying to get back to the tag team playoffs this year, when Spears number 2 in his race, that should be enough to take the lead from Vince Stacey at the count moment. Vince Stacey trying to catch up to Don Reigns after he gave away the lead to Donald. They're approaching the top of the pole as Luke Green will have the next command Spears. He is chewing on Don Reigns to get that number 1 seed this season. By now, poor number 1 and poor number 7 are battling for 2 life all the way in the back. As we pass the 1 minute mark in this race, they both really need his help, and I mean now. But let's head back to Luke Green. He is cheering on Don Reigns, trying to assist Don Reigns over Vince Stacey. Grant Murray better hurry up. He wants to cheer on Vince Stacey to spoil Don Luke's party again. But will they do it this year? They done last year. But do you think it'll happen again? We'll find out soon enough. Who will get the next command Speeders? We're about to find out right now. It's number 2 who have the next command Speeders. That makes his second Speeders of the race. Now trying to lead numbers 1 and 7 in the dust. Well, poor number 1 and poor number 7 are getting left behind for number 2 and number 8. Both number 1 and number 7 really need a lot of help from the crowd. Which one will get it? It's number 7, that's 2. So he will try to lead number 1 in the dust. Meanwhile, Luke Green and Don Reigns currently sit in 1st and 2nd places respectively. I do believe they might have a chance to reach number 1 this year. We'll find out soon enough. Next field belongs to number 1, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then. Right now, Luke Green trying to wrap things up with Don Reigns as they make their way towards the home stretch. And it's number 7 who will get another turn. Now he really needs help, and he got it. And it looks like this year, Luke Green and Don Reigns are going to get the number 1 seed in the 2019 Tag Team Playoffs. Vince Stacey will not be able to spoil Don Luke's number 1 seed this time. As number 7 takes back-to-back Spears trying to stay alive in the game, it looks like Luke Green is going to lift Don Reigns to the number 1 seed in the 2019 playoffs. Luke Green and Don Reigns have the number 1 seed. They only had number 2 seed last year, but now they have the number 1 seed in the playoffs. That's right, they got the number 1 seed this year. Now let's do hope they will win the Tag Team Championship this year. Coming up, we'll present our main event with Garrett Deaton and Evan Kingston. But first, let's hear word from this.